Hi everyone. On today's episode of Vertical Living Advisory, we are breaking down everything you need to know about luxury HOA fees. And we're doing it from the gorgeous interior of this $4,599,000 townhome at the Ridge, right here in Canyons Village in Park City, Utah. When people fall in love with a luxury ski property like this spectacular townhome, they usually look at the chef's kitchen, the beautiful white oak floors, and the ski-in access. But as an expert in vertical real estate, the very first thing I look at is the balance sheet. Because when you buy a condo or a townhome in Park City, you aren't just buying a beautiful piece of real estate, you are buying into an active business. Take this exact unit. It has local HOA dues of $3,843 a quarter. But because it sits within the resort base, it also answers to a master entity, the Canyons Village Management Association. That means on top of your standard dues, there is an annual village square footage fee, a 2.5% assessment on your short-term rental revenue, and a 2% change of ownership fee due the day you close escrow. On a $4,599,000 purchase, that's an extra $91,980 at closing that most buyers completely miss. If those numbers sound complex, that is exactly why I'm standing here. I'm Ashley Rhodes with your Rhodes Home Vertical Living Advisory. This video marks the beginning of a brand new series, and it is a deep dive into pure transparency and information. This is the first of many educational videos my team and I will be publishing. Our ultimate goal is simple: to educate buyers and represent sellers with total transparency from the very first showing. For over 3 decades, I have lived in, managed, and navigated the complex world of condominium and townhome ownership all over the globe. What I've learned is that while traditional real estate focuses almost entirely on the aesthetics of a home, the true health of vertical living lies in the numbers, the bylaws, and the long-term financial strategy. Whether you are looking at a ski property here in Park City or a condo in Salt Lake, I am here to give you the transparent financial blueprint so you can invest with absolute confidence. Now, let's look at these documents and break down exactly where that $3,843 fee goes every single quarter. Let's tackle layer 1, the Ridge Homeowners Association. Your quarterly dues here come out to roughly $1,280 a month. When you buy a luxury standalone home at 7,000 square feet, you are entirely responsible for the brutal alpine winters. But in a premium townhome community like this, that quarterly fee shifts that burden off your shoulders. First, it covers intense high-altitude structural maintenance. That means the roof over your head, the beautiful exterior timber, and the local limestone masonry are maintained and insured by the association. Second, it covers winter operations. When a massive snowstorm hits Park City, you don't have to worry about digging out. The HOA manages the snow removal for the community roads, and they keep the driveways and sidewalks running perfectly. Finally, it covers your summer landscaping. The surrounding mountain terrain is kept pristine without you lifting a finger. So when you see that quarterly number, remember that isn't just an expense. It is a luxury convenience asset that protects your real estate investment while you are away. But now let's talk about layer 2. This is where standard real estate may fall short and where buyers get confused. Because this property is located within Canyons Village, it is governed by a master association called the Canyons Village Management Association, or the CVMA. The CVMA does not just charge a single flat monthly fee. Instead, it funds its world-class resort and ecosystem through 3 very distinct financial buckets. The first bucket is the annual member assessment. This is a recurring fee calculated by the square footage of the property, currently sitting right around $1.06 per square foot annually. This is what funds the incredible master resort perks that make living here so seamless. For example, it pays for the Canyons Village Connect service, which is an on-demand complimentary shuttle that picks up owners and guests and takes them anywhere in the village base. It also funds the beautiful seasonal holiday lighting and master road maintenance for the entire resort. The second bucket is the one every investor needs to write down. It is the transient occupancy assessment. Now, if you choose to use your property at the Ridge as a short-term rental, meaning any guest stay of 28 days or less, the CVMA levies a 2.5% fee on your gross nightly lodging sales. This is stacked directly on top of the standard state and county transient room taxes. Now, as an educational advisor, I want to reframe this for you. This 2.5% isn't just a tax. The CVMA takes this revenue and pumps it directly back into marketing the resort, hosting massive signature events like the Forum Fest occurring this weekend, and staging the Concerts on the Slope Summer Series. This constant influx of world-class entertainment is exactly what drives guest demand and allows you to command premium luxury nightly rates in the first place. But if you don't calculate that 2.5% into your rental cash flow model from day one, your net returns will take a surprise hit. The third and final CVMA bucket is the one-time fee due at closing. Now, if you look at the Master Association's legal documents, it is officially titled the Real Estate Transfer Assessment. In daily conversation, most people simply call this a transfer fee or a change of ownership fee. For an improved property like this townhome, the fee is 2% of the gross purchase price. On this specific unit, that is a $91,980 closing cost that goes directly into the resort's Master Capital Improvement Fund. Now, it is incredibly important to note that this change of ownership fee is not necessarily the automatic responsibility of the buyer. In fact, Section 4.3C of the standard Utah real estate purchase contract explicitly allows you to negotiate this item. There are checkboxes where you can designate the fee to be paid entirely by the buyer, entirely by the seller, or split equally between both parties. But regardless of who writes the check, it is essentially a bottom line element of the transaction that has to be factored into the negotiation from day one. In addition to that master 2% fee, the Ridge HOA also charges a local transfer fee equal to 3 months of HOA dues, which is also collected right at the closing table. This money goes straight into building the community's local reserves so that structural maintenance can be managed responsibly without resorting to sudden special assessments down the road. So let's look at the big picture. Your fees to the Ridge HOA ensure that your specific roof doesn't leak and your driveway stays clear of snow. Your fees to the CVMA ensure that world-class ski village right outside of your door stays truly world-class. When you are navigating the luxury market in Utah, you cannot afford to let the beautiful fireplace blind you to a complex financial framework. You deserve an advisor who reads the fine print, audits the reserve funds, and understands the dual-layer realities of resort living. Now, while my team and I specialize in the complexities of condominiums and vertical living, we know that shared walls aren't necessarily for everyone. If a luxury condo or townhome isn't your cup of tea, we bring the exact same rigorous, data-driven financial analysis to standard buyer and seller representation for standalone luxury homes throughout Park City and across Salt Lake City. If you want to check out this incredible property in person, it is located at 3576 Ridgeline Drive. It's beautifully listed by my talented Coldwell banker colleagues, TJ Walsh and Nicole Carollo. Since we're all under the same brokerage, I can easily coordinate a private tour for you. No matter what structure your dream home takes, our goal is to ensure your investment is backed by absolute, flawless clarity. To map out your next move, reach out to me directly at your Rhodes Home Vertical Living Advisory. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you on our next video.